YouTube and Snapchat and rumbling fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. It's Friday, couldn't get here fast enough, kids, but it's here now, and to kick it off, right, is another click-curling episode of your favorite internet sensation with libation, the Friday Wrap-Up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I had to go with my old standard, tried and true, my good old friend and compatriot, good old Jack Daniels. I'll salute to drink up and be somebody. Oh, that is lovely, lovely. Okay, what a fucking week. You know, I really needed that drink this week. It was a long week. It was definitely a long week. I had to deal with some next level fucking stupid people this week. Like, it's terrifying how fucking dumb people are. Like, I mean, all different ages. Like, you know, young, grown. Like, I can't wrap my fucking head around how fucking stupid people are. Like, it blows my mind every day. Just when I think I could be used to it, I've seen everything, I've heard everything. Holy shit. Nothing shocks me anymore. I shouldn't say that. I mean, sometimes the level of stupidity is staggering. Anyway, last Halloween, got to see my Hulk Hogan costume, which a lot of people enjoyed. So last Halloween, I decided to go out, grab something to eat. So I usually when I do that, I'll take whatever's left over in the candy bucket and I leave it on the stoop. You know, and I have this nice bucket that I bought. I think I got it at Target. I don't remember. It was like maybe like $15, $20. It's like a cloth thing, but it was a big tub. It says like trick or treat on it, you know. And I usually leave it like on the stoop, on the bench, and I leave a little sign there. Please help yourself to some candy, but be nice. Leave the bucket. Don't be a fucking gobble. Right? And I've never had an issue before. Okay? Until this year. So, I go out. I'm out for an hour or two, whatever it was. I come home. The fucking candy bucket is gone. These little fucking cum pets stole the goddamn Halloween candy bucket. I mean, you know, like, what the fuck does... Like, I don't know if this was teenagers, okay? Because teenagers are little fucking scumbags, all right? People don't raise their children right, okay? Or it could be a different demographic that likes to fucking wander in here from Hempstead and Elmont. I noticed that this Halloween. They were shipping them in, okay? Because at that point, if they're little kids, it's the fucking parents that are stealing it because they're savvy. They don't know how to fucking behave. They're animals, okay? Evolutionarily, they're like evolutionarily like 3 hairs away from being back in the fucking jungle, okay? So, I don't know which one it was. I'm not making any fucking assumptions. All I know is, it's a stupid fucking thing to do. Like, I mean... We were delinquents when we were kids. I get it, okay? But we weren't, like, delinquents without a cause. If we were going to fucking steal something from somebody, it was because we were going to fucking fence it and make money, okay? So, like, you didn't steal... Like I mean, every time when we were little kids, like, if you went by somebody's house and they left candy out to trick or treat, you took a few pieces, you put it in your bag, and you fucking moved on, okay? When my nieces were little, they'd go trick-or-treating. If they went up to a house and somebody left the candy bucket out because they were out doing whatever the fuck, that's a privilege. Okay, it's not a right. And we don't. You take a couple pieces of candy, put it in your bag, move the fuck on. Okay? We raised our children right. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with these fucking kids. Okay? Now, and I was fucking not shocked. When I saw that, I mean, like, it just fucking ruined my mood. Now I'll never put fucking candy out ever again. Fuck them. Next you trick-or-treat here, I'm gonna hit you in the face with a fucking ball-peen hammer. How about that? There's your fucking trick-or-treat. Now you ruined it for fucking everybody. Okay? Fuck. You know, and because I'm fucking mentally irregular, when I came home and saw that, like, I saw fucking red. I jumped in my truck and I started driving around the fucking neighborhood looking for these little cocksuckers, because if I fucking would have found them, lucky for them I didn't find, because if I would have fucking found them, their mothers would have wept at what I would have done to their faces. I would have fucking mangled every last one of them. Teach them a fucking lesson, okay? Obviously, I'm still fucking aggravated over it. And then I gotta replace the fucking candy bucket next year. I gotta remember just fucking annoying shit. Little scumbag cocksuckers. Ugh. Anyway, we're starting with the fucking Christmas music now and the Christmas shit commercials. And it was happening before fucking Halloween. Like Old Navy, they all had Christmas commercials on. Now everywhere you go, you hear fucking Christmas music. I go into Dunkin' Donuts the day after Halloween, they got the goddamn Christmas cups out already. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's too fucking soon. I'm gonna curb stomp the next fucking person who tells me how much they love this time of year. Like, enough already, okay? Let it be Thanksgiving. Like, maybe, throw some Thanksgiving stuff in there. Like, why are we ignoring this delightful holiday? Thanksgiving is probably one of the best fucking holidays out there. You know what? The holiday season should begin and end with Thanksgiving. Simple. You don't have to do nothing. You make a little turkey, nice little dinner, you watch some football, you eat, you get together with friends, family, whatever the fuck, and then that's it. And you don't have to do shit after that. Okay? Perfect fucking holiday. Christmas is a fucking piece of shit holiday. Okay, there, I said it. Awful fucking time of year. Anyway, speaking of good times of the year, yesterday was my birthday. Another year older, another year wiser, another year grumpier and grouchier, and one more step closer to the grave. Okay? And that's when you get to stop paying taxes. Hey, man, it was your birthday yesterday? Yes, that's right, Pop. Ooh, baby, ooh, how come you didn't tell Big Mama it was your birthday? I would have sung you happy birthday. I would have even blown your candle out, baby. Want me to blow your candle out? Nah, it's okay. Bitch, he don't want you blowing your goddamn candle out. I don't even know where your goddamn dirty-ass mouth is been. You gonna take out your dentures and shit? Gum them all up for the fucking denture cream? You shut the fuck up, Leroy. You just jealous because nobody want to blow your motherfucking candle out. Bitch, I get a goddamn who to blow my candle out any motherfucking time. Yeah, you know what? You dreaming, motherfucker. Baby, you sure? Ooh, baby. I saw them pictures of you as Hulk Hogan. Boy, ooh, boy, Big Mama got moist. That's fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you for the nice birthday wishes. That's right, bitch. He ain't want your goddamn nasty ass. You shut the fuck up, Leroy. You love this ass. You wish I loved that ass. I wouldn't fuck you with his dick. Okay, all right, can you guys take this maybe someplace else? I'm trying to do a show here. Oh, that's right, what's going on out there, YouTube land motherfuckers? Can't be a birthday without Pops and Big Mama. Well, anyway, kids, imbeciles, liberals, and communists, yeah, I know, they're all the same thing, and it's all right here on tonight's Friday wrap-up. So buckle up, baby. All right, kids, get those tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal magical express, and the mayhem and fuckery, the crazy train's about to leave the station. Huh, what? Woo-hoo! First stop and only stop on tonight's train, New York City. Well, unfortunately, kids, I was right again. I told you this was going to happen. I said it from the very beginning. As soon as that little fucking push start won the goddamn Democratic nomination for mayor of New York, I told you historically they always win the election. A big surprise. Here we go. So there's a couple fucking things we got to unpack here. Like I'm just besides myself about it. I'm not surprised, but I am beside. But first of all, I was trying to hold out a little. I would have, in my wildest dreams, I would have never thought that I would have been pulling for Andrew Cuomo to win any kind of an election. Okay, none whatsoever. I can't believe how fucking dumb the people in New York City are. I'm just stunned by the fucking absolute level of stupidity. There's 3 million fucking people in New York City. Almost 2 million of them voted for this fucking jerk off. Okay, now Cuomo might have had a shot here. And when you look at the numbers, right, they say, well, if Sliwa would have dropped out, his numbers really wouldn't have helped Andrew Cuomo. You know something? I disagree. I was looking at it from a different angle the other day. If Sliwa would have dropped out sooner, okay, as soon as he saw he was the number 3 guy, right after fucking Adams, as soon as Eric Adams dropped out, this cocksucker should have went, I'm out. And then endorsed Cuomo. Or at least keep your fucking mouth shut. Just drop out. Okay, because I think at that point, more people would have came out and voted for Cuomo because he would have had more of a shot. I think what happened here was because only 800,000 people, maybe just under 900,000, voted for Cuomo because they saw the fucking writing on the wall. Why bother? Why bother? I got to vote for this jerk off. Why bother? He's not going to win because Slee was still in the fucking race, eating up about 8% of the vote. So why even bother? I get that. Okay? So I can't say positively one way or the other Cuomo would have won, but I think it would have been a lot closer. I think maybe he would have had a better shot, and maybe he could have eked out a 1% fucking victory here. Sliwa should be fucking banished from New York City. I mean, this guy has been a fucking disaster from day one. He's been a fucking full of shit, piece of shit person who just fucking rides. He's just a fucking jerk off. The fucking Guardian Angels were a jerk off organization. They didn't do shit. Okay, every altercation that they had in the subways was staged. Okay? This son of a bitch has been a full of shit con artist from fucking day one. He staged all these altercations to give himself fucking notoriety. Maybe for sponsorships, maybe for speaking engagements. Who the fuck knows? Okay? He staged his own kidnapping and then blamed the NYPD. Okay? People forgot about that. I've known who this guy was since the fucking 80s. Okay? My favorite was when he blamed the Gambino family for trying to put a fucking hit on him and shooting him. Okay, let me explain what happened here. The Gambinos, and I can tell you this with no degree of uncertainty, did not put a fucking hit out on Curtis Sliwa. He tried to blame Junior Gotti for this, and I tell you right now, Junior had nothing to do with this. Don't ask me why I know that, but I'm telling you for a fact that it didn't happen that way. Okay? By him, he got shot in a cab like 5 times by Tree Moulignans with fucking hollow points. The Gambinos do not hire fucking Moulignans to do wet work. Okay? If the mob wants to put a fucking hit on you, you're dead. It's that simple. Okay? That's their MO. They're professionals. If they want you gone, you're fucking gone. And it's not done in broad daylight unless they want to make a point. This guy isn't that special to make a fucking point with. You understand? So, if they do want to cap you, they're not going to open fire on you in a taxi cab in the middle of fucking Midtown, okay? They walk up behind you with a fucking 22, right to your head, bada bing, okay? The bullet goes into your brain, doesn't come out, you fall down dead. By the time anybody figures out what's going on, the guy who shot you is long gone, okay? That's how that works, okay? Or you get clipped in a very, secluded place. It's not in broad. It was 3 guys that Curtis Sliwa had paid, who said he was going to pay to stage an altercation in the subway, and then he stiffed them. So these motherfuckers capped him. Now, he couldn't say that, so he says the Gambinos tried to kill me. I mean, and that got him on fucking news. It got him notoriety. Well, what did he think? The fucking Gambino crew is gonna call up, Newsday or the New York Post and go, it wasn't us? What are they gonna do? Okay? Even then, they didn't kill him because it wasn't worth it. Okay, so the guy's been full of shit from day one. Why he was in this race to begin with, I don't know. I said it before, I think the Republicans purposely threw this. There's 1,000 other people they could have found way better, way more qualified than this jerk-off. The only one who really has the qualifications to run New York City was Cuomo, and I said in the beginning, him running for mayor was a tremendous fucking mistake for him. Now his political career is completely over. He got defeated by a fucking communist, okay? A 34-year-old socialist jerk-off who has absolutely no experience whatsoever. The biggest staff he ever supervised, this kid, is 10 people. 10 fucking ragheads in an office, okay? What does he know? Now, there's over 300,000 people who work for the city of fucking New York. You think this guy's going to be able to manage that? Get the fuck out of here, okay? You saw what happened with Adams, and he had more fucking experience than this fucking guy. He ran a department, a police department. He was a captain, okay? This kid's going to fucking destroy the city, and he beat Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo had too many localized demons to really make an effect in this election. Okay, people still remember the COVID shutdowns, all the draconian bullshit. It wasn't even so much the Tune in Tokyo shit. It's the fact he killed a lot of senior citizens. And I said this in the beginning. This is a mistake for him. If he wanted to resurrect his political career, fucking wait. Run for the Senate. Run for Congress. It's a grander scheme. And all of this COVID bullshit wouldn't have been as prevalent in an election like that. Mayor in New York City, different story. Not to mention, it's a step back from being governor. So it looks bad. The optics of it are not good. Okay? So I'm a political analyst. If I could see that, I'm sure there are smarter people out there that saw it too. So, I just was a big mistake on his part. And because he fucking shit the bed, he's got no political career left. This motherfucker should just go back to the Hamptons, shut the fuck up, do a little podcast, maybe do a little something with his idiot brother, and call it a day. Make a few dollars doing that, and that's it. Politically, he's done. He couldn't run for fucking dog catcher now. Okay? Just stupid. It was a stupid fucking thing. And that's another thing. The Democrats could have come up with somebody much better. Well, they assumed Adams was going to be the incumbent. This kid snuck in under the fucking wire. And, he did the smile thing, this other bullshit. And, the problem is, he appeals to the Gen Zers, who are fucking brain dead, okay? If you look at the establishment, the way, they're not stupid, these fucking Democrat cocksuckers, because they start at the very beginning. They start in the school years. They get into the schools, and rather than teach these fucking kids, math, English, history, usable, bankable fucking skills, they fill their head with all kinds of socialistic bullshit ideals, DEI crap. Oh, you might be a broad with a cock. They got these kids so fucking confused. They don't know if they should have a penis or not. Okay? When I was growing up, nobody questioned what kind of genitals they had. Okay? Now, all these kids, all they fucking think about. So, they're all fucking indoctrinated from fucking kindergarten. And so it's no big surprise they grow up to be these fucking liberal retards. We're going to give you free buses and free rent and free... But nobody asks how. Nobody sees the fucking forest through the trees. This guy doesn't know how he's going to do that. But he went to nightclubs, gay clubs, 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody's fucking tripped out on X. Yeah, of course this sounds like a good fucking idea. And then his victory speech, if you notice, took a different fucking tone, a more darker fucking tone. Okay? This is not going to go well for the city of New York. Do you notice a lot of these, Democratic elections that occurred? And they saw it was a big blue wave, yeah. Democrats won in blue states. Virginia, I don't get. Jersey, I'm not surprised. Jersey fucked up big time, which I'll get to in a second. But, it's no big fucking shock here, okay? But you tell these fucking idiot kids, you can get free buses, free groceries, all this other bullshit. Yeah, they're going to believe it, but nobody asks how, okay? Now, the how is in his plan, he thinks he's going to tax everybody who makes over $1 million in New York City, and he's going to hit the fucking companies in New York City with an 11% hike. You know what's going to happen? People are going to move. He goes, yeah, if we do that, it'll raise $9 billion and we can definitely fund these projects. Yeah, if they're going to stay. They're not going to stay. They're going to leave. So when all these companies fucking flee New York, including the supermarkets, because they don't want to deal with this fucking, city-free supermarket bullshit, it's going to leave a lot of people fucking jobless, my friends. You're going to see rampant unemployment. The feds cut funding to the city. You're going to see all these organizations, hospitals, nonprofits, going to lose funding. They're going to have tremendous fucking unemployment layoffs as well. So this is going to plunge the city into a fucking depression just on its own. Okay? Not to mention, he has no intentions of increasing the police force. Meanwhile, his rule is going to be rampant crime. It's going to be filled with rampant fucking crime. So there's 3 million people in New York City and only 3,000 cops. I mean, you don't have to be a mathematical fucking genius to figure this shit out, okay? This ain't gonna go well. Instead of putting on more police, he wants to take $1 billion out of the police fund and put together a squad of social workers that are going to be the first responders. So, if you call at 911, somebody's mugging you or your husband's beating the shit out of you, they're going to send a fucking social worker. Yeah, I'd like to see how well that's going to go. Okay? And as I was saying, the point that I was making before, if you notice in all these blue states that have these Democratic victories, a lot of the fucking candidates were Muslims. Am I the only one who finds that alarming? You know? They're all jihadists. So, you know, we kind of shut down the fucking bullshit in the Middle East, but notice that it's starting to happen here. Because, you know, the Biden administration let a lot of unchecked people through those fucking borders, and a lot of them were Muslim fucking radicals. You see where I'm going with this? Okay? We have a terrorist, communist, as the mayor of New York City. How long you think they're going to have their fucking Rockefeller tree? Okay, yeah, they got to do it this year, of course, because Adams is still mayor. After they swear this motherfucker in on the 1st, do not be surprised if you start to see, you know, if he cuts the Christmas tree. I can guarantee you that he's not going to be putting up a fucking menorah anywhere. Okay? So, I wouldn't be shocked. You start seeing more fucking Muslim propaganda. You start hearing prayer calls in the city at fucking Midtown and all. Yeah, don't be surprised. You heard it here first. You're going to see rampant fucking crime. It's going to get so bad that the fucking homeless people and the criminals and the migrants are going to fucking flee the city too. And you know where they're going to go? Right over the fucking city line, Floral Park, Elmont, Franklin Square. Thank God, Blakeman won the fucking county executive election. He had to. And he won by a fucking resounding amount. So that just gives me some hope that at least the people in Nassau County have a fucking semi-functioning fucking brain. Okay? Because the guy Blakeman was running against thinks rape isn't a crime. Okay, yeah. That's the kind of guy you want for county executive? I mean, you know, the Democrats would love that because a cocksucker like that would have turned Nassau into a demilitarized zone. It'd be New York City light. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You'd have to walk around. It'd be like the Wild West. It'd be like fucking Tombstone. You'd have to walk around with 2 6-guns on your fucking hip at all times. Okay? Yeah, it's going to get fucking worse. Trust me. And Jersey, these fucking idiots in the fucking Garden State, I don't know what they're huffing over there. They fucked up. They put this goddamn idiot Democrat in. I mean, they didn't have enough with Murphy. He already destroyed that goddamn state. Now, with Mondami as the fucking... See, Mondami is a trigger. It's going to be a domino effect. He's going to destroy the city like that. But then it's going to be like a cancer that's going to spread. Because when the city has nothing left in it, these motherfuckers are going to go outside the city. They're going to come into Nassau County. Look, the fucking real estate market is already doubling in Nassau because they're anticipating people fleeing the city. Ones who could afford to flee. When that happens, that's the first wave. And then that's going to be followed by all the shit. I'm telling you. You would think the fucking idiots in New Jersey would see the writing on the walls and put a Republican in who's going to, you know, have some law and order, some ICE, and all that shit. No. Like here, they just built up Jersey City. They're trying to improve Newark. That ain't going to happen. But there's a lot of revitalization in the North Jersey area. It's right over the city line. Hoboken, Nutley, Jersey City. Jersey City's actually pretty nice now, from what I hear. I haven't seen it myself. But you know, West New York, that's all going to go away. Because all these fucking cocksuckers are going to bleed into these parts of Jersey and destroy it again. Okay? Newark is going to look like... Newark today will look like a garden compared to what it's going to turn into in a year or so. It's going to be a fucking disaster. You heard it here first, and believe me, I'll give you the fucking straight dope on it as it unfolds. But it's a heartbreaking thing for me to say because, you know, I was born in New York City. I grew up in the fucking 5 boroughs. I love the city. I do. It kills me that it got to the point that it's at now between de Blasio and Adams. And I always said, it can't get any worse. In my wildest fucking dreams, I'd have never thought they would have fucking elected a communist with a smile. Because all of these people are uneducated fucking retards. Okay? Before they allow you to vote, they should give you a fucking basic IQ test. Like, first of all, there should be criteria. 1, your hair has to be one color. and like a normal color. Not purple, not orange, not pink. You can't have fucking things sticking out of your fucking nose. You can't look like a hobo. You can't smell like patchouli fucking oil. Like, you should look like a human. And then take a fucking IQ test. And if you don't score at a certain level, get the fuck out of here. And there should be a fucking age limit. Okay, they really need to change the voting age. They cannot let these fucking kids vote. Okay, if you're a college student, if you're under the age of 30, get the fuck out of here. You haven't made your bones yet. You should have no fucking say, because your stupidity is gonna cost me money. I made my bones. I did my fucking time. Okay, we all did. We were street smart. We come from a different generation, the best generation. Okay. Our fucking generation was the best. You were born in the late 70s, 80s, you get it, okay? But this is just, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I am. The city is going to hit a fucking level of rock bottom we have never seen. It's going to make remember what the city used to look like in the late 70s, early 80s? It was a shit show. It's going to make that look like a fucking picnic, okay? It's just going to be a disaster. It's going to turn into fucking Detroit, maybe worse. Okay, that's a Muslim-run city. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you, I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I never did until now. I think that there's a bigger plan here. Okay, there's a some kind of a terrorist organization, like you got fucking jerk-offs like Soros that are members of it, and all the elite, all the Illuminati. I'm pretty sure this is a hostile takeover. It's the beginning of the end. Okay, before New York can improve, it's going to just turn into a shit show, and it's going to affect the surrounding areas. I mean, I honestly don't know if I want to stay. I planned on moving to Florida, buying a place in Florida and snowbirding when I hit my mid-50s, but I'm starting to really consider whether or not I should move that plan up a little bit. I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, kids, your sports update. So, Major League Baseball, World Series, the Dodgers won. No big shock there. But here's some news in the MLB world. Don Mattingly, my guy, Donnie Baseball, my all-time favorite Yankee, right, was named to the 2026 Hall of Fame roster. I mean, this poor fuck, he's been passed over for the Hall of Fame so many fucking times. It's disgusting now. He's a quintessential Yankee. He's in there with Thurman Munson, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mantle, Maris, like all of these fucking guys. He should be part of that fucking that Hall of Fame crew. Okay, so he better get in already. Enough already. Okay, I don't want to hear he had back injuries. The fucking guy was a goddamn. He was a stone cold fucking baseball guy. He was one of the greatest Yankees of the 80s. Unfortunately, the Yankees sucked back then. But, he was a solid dude every time. Just really, it's a shame he's not in the fucking Hall of Fame. Anyhow, here's some other Don Mattingly news. I was reading this morning that he recently, I forgot he was the bench coach for the Blue Jays. I got reminded of it during the World Series when I saw him in the dugout. But he stepped down this morning as bench coach for the Blue Jays. Now, they just came off of a World Series run. Nobody blamed him. I mean, I didn't think they would have renewed his contract. I get it. Granted, he's probably looking for a managerial contract, but there's no open manager spots. Unless you think there might be something in the wind that he's aware of that we're not. Maybe somebody whispered in his ear that perhaps there might be some changes in the Bronx come next season. Huh? Oh, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I'm a glasses half full kind of guy sometimes. Okay? That would be the fucking best news ever. Donnie Baseball coming home to right the ship, as it were. That I tip my glass to Zalud. I'm going to speak that into existence. I want to put that out there in the universe. Hopefully it comes back. Give us a little something, because this fucking Aaron Boone, I mean, I got you. This motherfucker, it's like looking up a dog's ass to see what time it is. I mean, I don't get it. Like, how many fucking times is this guy gonna take a fucking steaming shit on this team And they go, "I'm gonna bring him back next season." Bring Donnie Baseball back. Come on, do us a fucking solid here as fans. We're the ones who spend all the goddamn money. Do us a fucking solid. Give us some fan service. Enough with this fucking seed-chewing baboon. All right, NFL. Yeah, Giants got their asses kicked by the Niners last week. That's a shock. Giants and Bears Sunday at 1. I don't know what they're doing over there. I watched a couple quarters of that game. You got Dart running into collisions. For no reason. Like, he's running out of bounds. Fucking slide. Do something. Who's telling this? Either he's a fucking Momo or this is Dable. Like, I don't get it. What the fuck? This kid ain't gonna last if he keeps running into these fucking trees. Okay? But anyhow, we'll see what happens in Chicago on Sunday. They play the Bears at 1 o'clock. Jets and Browns Sunday at 1. That's going to be an invigorating game. Bills and Dolphins Sunday at 1. And Saints and Panthers Sunday at 1. So, all the fucking games that I would want to watch Sunday are at the same time. I'm going to get whiplash trying to watch. I'll be like Stevie Wonder. Anyway. NHL, Rangers and Red Wings tonight at 7, Islanders and Wild tonight at 7 o'clock. Also NBA, Knicks and Nets Sunday at 6 o'clock. Bulls play the Bucks tonight at 8. On Tommy's Pub and Grub review. So, like I said, it was my birthday last night. Went out to dinner at this place. And I might have mentioned this place before. It's fairly new. I think it's been open a couple of years now. It's on 110. It's called 110. It's a Scotto Brothers restaurant. The fucking food is just exquisite. Now, I've never had dinner there before, but I've had appetizers. Now, when it comes to me, as culinarily advanced as I am, and I don't say that, to be funny. I know I am. If you ask me what my favorite meal is, it's probably one of the simplest fucking things. And if it's done right, you can't get anything better. Like, my favorite meal always has been, probably always will be, steak and spaghetti aglio olio. That's it. You put that in front of me, and I'm the happiest guy in the world. You can keep everything else. I don't give a shit about anything else. A nice Bella Bicchiere di Vino, maybe a little whiskey afterwards to wash it all down. I'm good. And, that's my favorite meal. I don't eat it all the time, obviously, but I'll have steak or I'll have pasta, but I never usually have the two together. And usually on my birthday, I always make it a point to do that. But, it's very hard to find a steakhouse. Steakhouses that serve pasta don't exist. Nick D'Angelo's was the only one that was like that. And, of course, our restaurant in Queens, way back when, Stefano's, we were an Italian steakhouse. So we did that. That's where I got that from. But you go to any steakhouse, they don't have fucking pasta. So your alternative is to go to an Italian restaurant and hope that the steak is decent, and it usually sucks. So, otherwise you got to make it at home, which I have no problem doing. But who the fuck wants to cook for themselves on their birthday? You know what I'm saying? So this place 110 was like the perfect answer. I was there a few months ago when I saw they got pasta on the menu. It's an Italian restaurant, and they have prime cut steaks. Now, I'm always a little skeptical about prime steaks outside of the city, but I said, fuck it, let's go. And let me tell you something. Wonderful. I had a porterhouse, which is like the perfect combination of steak, because one side's the strip, which is one of my favorites, and the other side's the filet, which, if it's a good cut of meat, is like fucking butter. And this was done black and blue, charred and nice, fucking nice and raw in the middle, and a nice side of beautiful spaghetti aglio olio. I mean, the steak was like butter. You can cut it with like a fork. It was like delicious. And then I got some hot cherry peppers to put on top just to give it a little zap. Had a nice Chianti with it. Afterwards, I washed it down with a nice bourbon. It was a Four Roses single barrel, which unproof, but smooth like silk. Perfect birthday dinner. You could not hope for better than that. Of course, Halloween funfetti cake afterwards for, a kappa. And that's it, man. That's all you need for your birthday. So, Hey, if you ever get a chance, go check that place out. Food's fucking phenomenal. Great atmosphere. It's very hip, very open, very bright, but it's a cool spot. Trust me, you'll like it. Dress nice when you go, okay? Who wants to look like a fucking miserable when you're at a nice restaurant? Okay, kids, your PSA. So, here's my PSA. With everything I was talking about, you can see where I'm going with this, okay? The problem in the world is this younger generation. And you know whose fault that is? Well, maybe not the viewers of this show, but everybody else out there, the older generation. Raise your fucking kids right. Okay? When we were kids, we were taught right from wrong. Our parents put the fear of fucking Christ into us. Okay? These people let their children, they let them have feelings. They listen to them. They sympathize. They want to be their friend. Are you fucking kidding me? I wasn't friends with my father until I was in my 20s. Okay? You had a feeling, they smacked it the fuck out of you. And you know something? I'm glad they fucking did, because they turned us into fucking productive human beings. Tough. Okay? Your idiotic children are the fucking problem. Okay? It all started when every kid gets a trophy. Okay? That's how you know. They're all fucking sensitive and they're entitled and they're fucking cocksuckers. Like take the mayor of New York City, the upcoming mayor. You know how he got in? Because he promised all these little shitbags free shit. And they all are entitled. Free, and if they're asking him, well, we need some change because it's very hard to live in New York City. It's always been fucking hard to live in New York. I did it. You know how I did it? I worked. If one job wasn't enough, you got two. If two jobs weren't enough, you got three. We hustled. We had a different work ethic. These motherfucking kids don't want to work at all, and they expect everything to come to them. So when you get some fucking jerk off like this push start going, oh, we're going to give you free stuff and free bus. Okay, that sounds great. They're all entitled. They think they deserve everything for free. Stop with your fucking feelings and your pronouns and your confusion about your fucking genitals and go get a fucking real job. Okay? Put some pants on, dress like a human, and go get a fucking job, earn a living. Okay? If the bus isn't too expensive, get two jobs. As a growing up, if someone said to me, oh, we're going to give you free bus rides, oh, fuck yourself. I'm going to get on a bus? No, your goals as a kid, work, save some money, buy a car. So you didn't have to take the bus, right? Make a few scuttles. Maybe you rent an apartment, save some money, buy a house, have a family. But it was always predicated around work. Work hard, okay? Work's not easy. Nobody likes their job. Any schmuck that goes, oh, I love my job, I want to smack them in the fucking neck. They're full of shit, okay? Even movie stars will complain about how hard their job is. Blow me, okay? But you work. Everybody's got to work. Nothing is free. I wish it was, but unfortunately, I'm smart enough to know that it ain't. Okay? You get up, you hustle, you got to deal with all kinds of bullshit, but the idea, at the end of the day, you make a living, you do what you got to do, you buy what you want to buy, and that's it. And you don't owe anybody shit. Nobody's got to give you nothing. That's my point. You're not raising your children right because you're all a bunch of fucking cunts. Stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask. Haters and kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.